Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Tbcs. I am Tanvir. Today I am here for explaining the crucial issue of surviving, expanding of a company. This is simple talk. If the output is more than the input, company will survive with prestige. On the other hand, years after years, for many reasons, if a company cannot expand their output in comparison their input, the company cannot survive. There are thousands of stories of disappearing of different big company. These are the reason why company day by day get disappeared. There are several issues. First is the buying economize. The word economy, and economize is the verb of economy. Mean every action should be gone through the economic mentality. Okay? Every action, how much is that economically profitable or not, this is called economizing something. So at the time of buying, in this world there are two types of people. Some people first start work and then imagine. On the other hand, some people first fix the strategy, then start the work. We need those people who first set up the strategy where from the product can be bought. That is called buying economize. There are three stages of buying: primary buying, secondary buying. Primary buying means if you buy the product from the root level, you have economized your action. If you buy coffee from the factory, raw materials, finished products, you haven't economized your action. And if you buy the coffee, the finished product from the factory, last table or wholesaler, you get little output. So this is wise to buy the product from the root level, from the primary level. And this is the tricks of economize of buying. So this is the first success. Second success, selling economize. You have set up a big factory without determining where the product will be sold authentically. Do you have own market? Do you have existing market? If you don't have any existing market, without setting up what the product, you will get the best price without determining. If you start setting up a factory, you cannot get a expected price, so you cannot survive. So before setting up a factory, you have to keep concerned about what the product will be sold authentically, profitably. If you imagine that you will sell the product in a bulk, some people, some middlemen will get benefit at the time of buying. You cannot survive because you don't have reach. Your hand is so little that you cannot reach to the root level. You don't have own chain of selling. You will be great problem. You cannot survive last of all. So first one is buying economize, second one is selling economize. Simply there are highest benefit. Economize means highest benefit in buying, highest benefit in selling. The third one is managerial economize. At the time of selecting, at the time of recruiting, you have to choose authenticated, dynamic, sharp, obedient, fruitful managerial workforce. If your workforce is very sharp, committed, your factory will get highest benefit, and that is called economize. Okay? Now I am talking about the labor. In your factory, you pay the salary, you pay the remuneration perfectly. You don't have any misunderstanding among the workers. Your workforce is very organized workforce. You are getting highest benefit from the system. I mean, you have established the labor economizing. Financial. Many people cannot understand where the money should be spent. Many people mistakenly invest the lion part of the money in the infrastructure. Last of all, cannot survive. So, the total life, the total fuel, the total power have to be established, have to be spent very technically. And your mentality should be like this: you will invest money proportionate to the input, proportionate to the output. If you are successfully financing your total finance, then you have economized financially. I mean, from the money you have got the highest benefit. Technical economize. Stupidly, haphazardly, you have bought huge number of machine, not work effectively. You will be a great problem. At the time of buying the machineries, you have made research. How much your machine are effective, which there are several technology. This is you. You will decide which type of machine, what type of productivity, what is the output. Researching on the output, you have to choose the authenticate machine or technology. If you are success in choosing the right technology, you have economized, you have benefited, you have boosted your company. Economize means getting highest benefit from the system. So you are good in buying, you are good in selling, you are good in setting up workers, you are good in deciding the technology. Okay? And you have a nice research development team. They decide, they predict, they foretell rightly which sector, what are the system of production. If the research team is perfect, you have little chance of getting fall. Okay? So your research development sector also should have mentality of getting highest benefit. This is called economize of research development. And last of all, every people should have risk bearing economize. Every people should have risk, but the risk should be tolerable risk. At the time of having decision in proportion the depth of risk and depth of input, output, the comparison should be tolerable. If you take the huge risk and if you get the little output, you cannot survive. So at the time of getting risk, you have to research how much output and what is the risk. I think I am clear. So last of all, economize of a skill, your survival secret. You have to be very action oriented. You have to be very sharp oriented, speedy personality, speedy leadership in cooperating your business. Your total business need to be on a platform of sharpness, authenticated, purified, committed action. If you have good intention of surviving human, surviving nature, you will get this type of combination. As I have seen, the famous company of the world would have such a pure concentration, would have such a pure objective, only then this organization possible. This is the extra talk. So last of all, I would tell that getting success means combining all effort very successfully, and economize of scale means comparative output than better output than comparative input. If you are challenging more output than little input, with the little effort, if you get huge result, this is called economize of scale. Thank you.